Hi guys, welcome to the CATWay. So in this video, we are going to solve our daily set. And before we begin, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. So the question in front of us is that the table shows given the marks obtained by 4 students in 3 mock CATs. The 4 students, Abhishek, Akshay, Amitabh and Amir are disguised as A, B, C and D in no particular order. Okay. So we have been given 4 students who have been disguised as A, B, C and D. Their scores in three different mocks have been given and a few of the values are missing. Now some additional information is available that the maximum possible marks in mock CAT were 75. In each mock CAT, a correct answer carried +3 marks and an incorrect answer carried -1 mark. Abhishek scored lowest marks in mock 1 and Amir scored highest marks in mock 2 among the 4 students. Now Abhishek's total score is more than that of Amitabh. Akshay's total score is less than that of Amitabh. Now A's total score is a multiple of 6. So these are the few pointers we have been given. Now if you see that Amir scored highest marks in mock 2, right? So in mock 2, 62 is the highest available marks that we have as of now. Now the column that is empty over here can be more than 62. But in both the cases, the only possibilities for Amir are to be either A or B, right? Amir cannot be C or D because in that case he will not be having the highest marks in mock. So the only possibilities for Amir are A or B. And similarly, if you know for Abhishek, his lowest marks, he scored the lowest marks in mock 1. Now in mock 1, 47 is the lowest in the available values. So either Amitabh could be A, or the value that is not available to in B, mock A, as a score of B in mock 1, that could be less than 47. In that case, Abhishek would be B. So that means between Amir and Abhishek, one of them is A and the other one is B. That means between C and D, Amitabh is either C or D or Akshay is either C or D, right? Now we have been given that Akshay's total score is less than that of Amitabh. So let's say Amitabh is the total score of C is 130, right? Whereas the maximum that D can score is 63 plus X, and X can be a maximum of 75. In this case, it will also be 130. Now we know that between C and D, one of them is Amitabh and other is Akshay, and definitely Amitabh has to be greater than Akshay, right? So if Amitabh is this and Akshay is this, then Akshay will equalize the score, which is not possible. And D can never cross the score of C. D can never cross the score of C. That means the score that means this guy can never, that means this guy will be Akshay, because the score of C is always greater than that of D, right? D can equalize it, but that case is also not possible because they cannot have equal scores. Okay, so that means the person who is disguised as C is basically Amitabh, and the person who is disguised as D is Akshay. All right. Now talking about Abhishek and Amir. So what has been given is that now what we know is that Abhishek is either one of A or B. So let's say Abhishek is B. Let's say Abhishek is B. If Abhishek is B, then his total score, that is X plus 67 plus 25, that is X plus 62 plus 25, that is X plus 87. His score is more than that of Amitabh, and Amitabh we now know is C. So that means this is greater than 138, right? In that case, the value of X will be greater than 50. If the value of X is greater than 51, that is, let's say 52, in that case, now Abhishek, had to receive the lowest score in mock 1, and that is not happening if Abhishek is B. So that means Abhishek is not B. That means Abhishek is definitely A. Abhishek is definitely A. Abhishek is A, and B is Amir. B is Amir. Okay, B is Amir. Now moving towards the questions. So how many different total scores are possible for Akshay? Now for Akshay, what we know is that his score is D, which is equal to 63 plus P. Okay, let's say this is P, so his total score is 63 plus P. Also what we know is D is less than C. So 63 plus P is less than 138, right? That means P is less than 70. P is less than 75. That means now because P is less than 75, so all scores ranging from -25 to +75 are possible, right? 2 plus 75 are possible. Okay, except the scores 70, 73 and 74. Now there is no direct way to find out these. All you have to do is and these will always be in the initial few values from the top, that you will have to do some hit and try, and you will have to find what are the values possible. Now, if you see 74 is never possible, because if the person gets 24 correct, he will be standing at 72. And after that, only the one question is wrong, he will go to 71 or lower, right? So 73 and 74 is not possible, because if he scores all 25 correct, he will be 75. So there is no possibility of 73 and 70. Similarly, one thing that you can check is that for 72, if you check for 72, so if he gets 24 correct, one wrong, he will be at 71, right? He will be at 71. But after getting 24 right, he cannot have 2 wrong, he cannot go to 70. So 70, 73 and 74 is not possible. Rest all the scores are possible. Okay, rest all the scores are possible. So this is something that you will have to do hit and try in the topmost few values, and from there only you will get, like, check for 3-4 values, and you will get what numbers are never possible. Okay, so now what you have is that 70, 73 and 74 is not possible. Also, initially what we determined is that 75 is also not possible. Okay, 75 is also not possible. Okay, so how many scores are these? How many scores are these? These are in total 101 scores. Out of that, these 4 scores are not possible. So all those 4 scores will be removed, and you will be left with 97 scores. So the possible number of different scores possibles are 97. Now, what is the name of the person disguised as B? We have already calculated option number A. Coming to the third one, how many different values are possible for A? So for different values possible for A, okay. So the different values that are possible for A are that, now something that we know is, let's say this is Q. Okay, let's say this is Q. Now what we know is that Q is definitely less than 60. Q is definitely less than 60, right? And this is the total, that is 72 plus 47, 72 plus 47, and plus Q will be there. And this has to be greater than Amitabh's total score, that is 130. That is 130. So from here, what we get is that Q has to be greater than 90. Okay, Q has to be greater than 90. Now, from here, Q is less than 62, Q is greater than 19. So that means the possibility for Q is to range between 19 and 62. To range between 19 and 62. Okay. Now, because Abhishek's total score is a multiple of 6. Okay, total score is a multiple of 6. So that means this 119, okay, this is 119 plus Q is have to be a multiple of 6, right? 119 plus Q has to be a multiple of 6. From here, what you can say that Q is basically equal to 6K plus 1. Q is basically equal to 6K plus 1. Okay. So Q always have to be of the form 6K plus 1. Now, that means if you remove this and you write 6K plus 1, 6K plus 1, okay, then what will happen is that this will be 18 is greater than 18 is less than 6K, which is less than 16. Okay, and from here that you can find that the different possible values are that K is equal to 4, that is from 24 up till 10. So from 4 till 10, the other values possible for K. That means how many values? 4. You have 4 available, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So in total, 7 options are available for the value of this one. Okay, 7 options are available. So that means there are 7 possible values for A. So the correct answer for this question is also option number A7. So this was a pretty difficult set, guys, and hope you have understood the set well. Thanks for watching the video.